Hi Pisces, welcome to The Harsh Truth Tarot reading. I have shuffled quite extensively off camera, so we're just going to cut and get into it. This is taking a look at your love life in general, or an area of your love life that you want to look at, whether you're partnered or not. For some of you, it even resonates in other areas of your life. I start off general and then I get specific, so it might resonate and then it might not. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Check your moon, rising, and Venus for a more thorough picture or thorough reading. I don't know of any other readers that are doing this. I'm sure there are, I haven't checked, to be honest with you. I did find this reading though or this tarot spread at fairygodmotherfortunes.wordpress.com and also on eclectic forums or eclectic tarot forums. So credit where credit is due, just covering my bases there. All right, so let's get into it. Queen of Swords upright. This is the mutual energy between you and another person, or how you feel about your love life. All right. Some people are like, oh, the Queen of Swords, she or he's a bitch. You know, it's not necessarily. It could just be somebody that's really clear-headed and speaks their mind and has their opinions and convictions and just doesn't, really bother with how people feel about what they say or what. They're not completely cold-hearted. They just are not going to let emotion or things like that get in the way of them being who they are, speaking their truth. All right. So, what you want to be true. Okay. All right. What is from? Let me get my sense of it here. All right. Well, what you want to happen is get back to a stable home life. That's for darn sure. What you don't want to happen is feel disappointment and feel like, and just feel the loss and the pain. According to this, what's going to happen is that there's going to be somebody just come, much like people assume that this queen is, you're going to assume, or they come rush this, what will happen. Sorry, let me get my thoughts together. Sorry, a million things flying around. This person is often regarded as somebody that does not care what other people think, to the detriment of those around them, that just says what they think and do what they do without regard for other people. That's very similar to the Knight of Swords reversed here. It's just, it's a younger energy per se, but it's still the same type of energy. Somebody's going to do what they're going to do without much scattered thought or without much regard for other people. Very scattered in thought, very flighty, very just all over the place. Might even be kind of emotionally driven. You don't want there to be a change. You don't want to not be able to move on. That's conflicting, isn't it? You don't want there to be a change where you can't move on. You don't want to be able to, you don't want to feel like you can't get out of this. You don't want it to be to the point where you feel trapped. You want, you want to be able to move on. And there is no movement or communication right now. And you want it to be because the other person's a jerk. I'm sorry, but honestly, I saw that and I thought, wait, what? But you want it to be because the other person is just unrealistic and emotionally manipulative and volatile and moodiness, and you want it to be, that's why there's no communication. That's why you're going to be able to move on, okay? So this is all over the place. Let's get into it here. Let's take a look at that death reversed. What you don't want to be true. You don't want to not be able to move on. You want change, and you don't want to be able to move. Look at that. See that? Oh my goodness gracious, look at that. Okay, wow. So you know what? All right, Pisces, you are very clear on your convictions right now, and you want to be able to move on because you have about had enough, and you know what is what, and you're feeling disappointed, and you need for things to end. Right now, as it stands, you don't feel like there's any passion or going forward or communication. You feel cut off, okay? You feel like this partnership has ended, and you feel basically like you're done being isolated or exiled or being not spoken to. You're done being treated like that, Pisces. And this is water energy, so Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn. This right here is air energy, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Sorry, adjusting the fan. So, you want this to be true, and you'd be right that the person that you're dealing with is acting unfairly and quite foolish, if I can just be, cliche and just go for the simple route. And they're being very controlling and materialistic, very moody, volatile, all things not productive to being in a relationship with somebody. And Pisces, you're done. This is not like you, but you're going there because you're hurt and you feel disappointed and you feel let down. And it's because somebody was really controlling and emotionally manipulative and just has like this just carefree air about them. And you're like, you know what, that's not fair. Like, I feel like I'm all alone in this, and you just get to do what you want to do. And yet you're very controlling. Well, you get to be seemingly carefree and whatnot. You're very controlling and you're very materialistic, and it's all about appearances with you. And you do things that hurt me in a manner of speaking. What you want to happen is to get back to where you have that happy home again. You don't want the distractions. You don't want the fighting. You don't want the anxiety. You don't want the being overwhelmed and constantly having this emotional situation on your mind. You just want steady, stable, reliable, a steady, calm home environment and where things work. And it's not too much to ask for, honestly. Who doesn't want that? You don't want to get heartbroken and feel disappointed. You don't want to have your heart broken, and you don't want the happy home to go away. But you feel like it's going to because it's not working. This is two people not being on the same page. This is imbalance, disharmony. Your values are not aligned. You've got somebody that's being very selfish that you're dealing with, Pisces. Yep. So this basically what's going to happen, according to this, the harsh reality, the truth of it is that this long-standing, committed, possibly karmic soulmate connection that you've had with somebody is going to come crashing down because they basically do not care about how you feel. They don't have any regard for the relationship and the union and the partnership, and you're really broken up over it. You're just really disheartened. They do what they do without any regard for other people. And it's going to be quite the upheaval and just, shake things up quite a bit. And it's going to make you, some of you are almost going to want to revert back to when times were simpler and try to hang on to that. That's going to be very tempting, but that's all that it was in the past, And I'm sorry, Pisces. This has got to be really rough. Especially, this is not in your nature right here, to be just completely cerebral and execute and, just like execute your ideas and come home. But it's almost like it's come to that because you're feeling like you're not being valued at all in this relationship. All right. Okay. Stand up for all animals. Yeah. Gonna get another one there. Could be speaking to some of you needing to stand up for yourself, but that's a stretch, isn't it? Make the best choices. So when it comes time to make that decision, because here's this decision right here, a bad decision in love, right? Don't let it be made for you. You get to make that choice. You get to decide. You're not happy, you get to do something about that. And you have every right to, and if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. And you get to take care of yourself and do what you need to do to get back to this happy, stable home that you want, instead of this chaotic business where somebody's disregarding you. Okay, Pisces, that is what I have for you. I hope it was helpful. This was your harsh truth reading. And I hope to see you. I know something like this is not very, very much fun to show up for, but I hope it did help and provide clarity. And I hope to see you at the next meeting. I said meeting. I hope to see you at the next reading that I do. Okay, take care.